The new Elden Ring DLC trailer opens up with Miquella's egg. Miquella is the slumbering demigod twin of Melania, who was kidnapped by Mohg while he was within the Erdtree. Miquella is cursed with eternal youth, an adult trapped in the body of a child. The DLC appears to be taking place within Miquella's dreams. In the trailer we see a myriad of different creatures that we've never seen before, and many of them are strange and weird. The misbegotten Omen hybrid, which we get a glimpse at, exhales grey fog and can wield lightning, and he's covered in horns. Another creature we get just barely a glimpse at is a half-man, half-room bear that glows in orange and blue colors and has a central curving horn. But the most mesmerizing and notable part of the trailer is Messmer the Impaler, who appears to be the main boss of the DLC. He appears to be a demigod, or at the least on a similar standing to the other demigods. In one of the artworks for the DLC, he appears to be seated on Morgoth's throne, which would convey a similar standing to that of a king or lord. His appearance is strange as well. He is red-haired and lanky, and bears a scarlet serpent upon his back. But who is he? The serpent conveys images of Rykard the Blasphemous. The serpent conveys images of Rykard the Blasphemous, Serpent Lord of Volcano Manor. His red hair is unique within the world of Elden Ring, as only the Fire Giants and Radagon's descendants have it. But he does not appear to be one of Radagon's descendants, and this idea wouldn't explain why he is in Miquella's dream. An interesting thing that Master says is this: Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction, and one so bereft of light? But who is his mother? She obviously has great power and influence, with the authority to convey lordship. In the world of Elden Ring, the only ones able to confer lordship are the vassal gods chosen by the Greater Will. The only two confirmed gods that we know of, and who could have a possible relation with Messmer that fits in the timeline that we know of so far, are none other than Marika and the fled god of Dragonlord Plastigiusax. If Messmer is a child of Marika, then he is unmentioned by any of his possible siblings in any other sources, so it does not appear likely that he participated during the Shattering War. He could have participated but begone unmentioned. This isn't completely unlikely, as we do see the walking mausoleums, each with what appears to be a demigod within. Remember that it was stated that Godwyn was the first of the demigods to die, not the last. We see a few of our fellow Tarnished who are said to have been able to become Elden Lord, these being Vyke and Bernal. In order to be allowed to reach the Erdtree, one must collect 2 great runes before they're given permission by the 2 fingers. So where did theirs come from? They're also what I believe to be a class of lesser demigods, with Godrick being the first and foremost amongst them. Remember, he is considered a weak demigod, but a scion of the Golden Lineage, but he isn't the only one. His relative, Godrick the Grafted, is imprisoned in an Everjail near Leyndell. So there could have been more of them. The 7 mausoleums each contain a corpse with the unique power of duplicating a remembrance. This could mean that the demigods were either killed in battle, killed by Vyke and Bernal, or died during the Shattering War, as they have their heads cut off. Now, one theory I heard from Smotown and Vatividia concerning the headless demigods is that their heads were cut off in order to perform an Erdtree burial that wouldn't be corrupted by Godwyn's death blight. But another possibility is that they were executed for some sort of treason. Depending on who they sided with, they could have been executed for one slight or the other. Rodon was in... Godrick the Grafted was not... Godrick the Grafted was not known for his mercy or his kindness, and Godrick the Grafted is not known for his mercy or kindness, and he may have attempted to kill the demigods to become more powerful. Or it could have been Morgoth who was behind their deaths. Or even Godrick the Grafted may have wanted to kill them to become more powerful. Or it could have been Morgoth who killed them as traitors, their heads lopped off a common form of punishment for treason. Another possibility is that Messmer killed them himself. He is known as the Impaler, and if he was around during the Shattering War, and he was active, he could have killed these demigods and left their bodies withered and headless. My personal theory is that he is a child of none other than Plastigiusax and his fled god who abandoned him. Messmer uses for lordship of the vassal gods chosen by the Greater Will. The only two confirmed gods that we know of, and who could have a possible relation with Messmer that fits in the timeline that we know of so far, are none other than Marika and the fled god of Dragonlord Plastigiusax. If Messmer is a child of Marika, then he is unmentioned by any of his possible siblings in any other sources, so it does not appear likely that he participated during the Shattering War. He could have participated but begone unmentioned. This isn't completely unlikely, as we do see the walking mausoleums, each with what appears to be a demigod within. Messmer is unique among the demigods, as he uses flame magic, and his eyes are the yellow draconic slits of those who partake in Dragon Communion, also found in the rune bears who appear to have dragon hearts within them, showing the gravel stones poking out of their chests. An interesting fact about the rune bears is that they were originally supposed to drop dragon hearts. Added to these traits is his build. Messmer has a strange, wiry build with strangely long arms. His skin is gray, which connects to the Dragonkin soldiers, and his skin is gray and it connects to the draconic preset that we have, gray-skinned, who are said to be descendants of dragons or those associated with dragons. His armor also continues the dragon theme. His helmet appears to be made out of dragon wings, and the two serpents he carries have wings on them as well, and his chest is protected by a hauberk of scales. Another name for dragon is worm or serpent, which I believe lends credit to this theory. Another sign that points to him being related to the dragons is his armor. Its detailing and its color scheme makes it look incredibly close to but this is all conjecture. Until we get into the DLC and meet Messmer and fight him, or until Miyazaki himself tells us that Messmer is either Marika's son or another person entirely, everything is up to conjecture. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.